Hello everyone and welcome back to my opinion. In this video, I'll be previewing India's third group stage match versus Pakistan. This match will be taking place in Colombo. Let's get into this preview video. The venue for this match is the R. Premadasa Stadium. As usual, I'll be reading out the stats, and this would be for the last 7 T20Is played at this venue. The stats are as follows. Batting first is yielded 3 victories, batting second is yielded 4 victories. The average first inning score being 149, the average second inning score being 135, pace economy 8.9, spin economy 6.93, pace wickets 39, spin wickets 46. There have been occasions where steamers have bowled more overs than the spinners have bowled more overs than the seamers, and the spinners still have the edge in terms of wickets, showing that they play more of a part at this venue. And now batting first versus batting second, where I've said this on a few occasions when I've covered slow pitches. The margin of victory when batting first is greater. The recent matches, Australia versus Zimbabwe, 169 and 146. Australia versus Ireland, 182, 115, and 163, 143 a few years back. And that's at least a 20-run margin of victory. Whereas batting second has mostly been 132 versus 133, 82 versus 88, 173, 176, 143, 144. So 3 out of the 4 victories have not been a case where, especially for the last 2 victories, you've still had to bat a decent amount of time to get there. It's not been as convincing as a 20-run margin of victory. So in my view, if India bat first, yes, in the Asia Cup, they chased and they won those 3 matches, but I feel different conditions. Pakistan have got the spin assistance here, I feel, and that's why India should make use of the conditions. If they score 170, I think they'd have a comfortable match on their hands, but let's see what happens. Now going to the playing 11s. If Abhishek Sharma is fit, this is the 11 that I've gone for. Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Tilak Verma, Suryakumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Shivam Dubey, Akshar Patel, Washington Sundar, Jaseed Bumrah, Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarti. Now, if Abhishek Sharma isn't fit, Washington Sundar can also open the batting and Rinku Singh can be brought to play lower down the order. The reason why I brought in Washington Sundar is because usually I'd say in India, I'd place Arshdeep Singh in place of Shivam Dubey. I'd go with 4 frontline bowlers. In this case, I'll be looking to manage in the power play, and the spinners would play a big role, which is why Jaseed Bumrah, Hardik Pandya, Washington Sundar can bowl in the power play. Then you've got Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarti, Akshar Patel, and Jaseed Bumrah. So rather than bowling Shivam Dubey in the power play, I'd rather bowl Washington Sundar. He can also open the batting, as I've said, and if Abhishek Sharma isn't fit, you can play Rinku Singh. So this is the combination that they should go with. I think the one thing for this team, and this is the reason why they're playing Shivam Dubey, is because they'd much rather play on services with true bounce. In Colombo, you're not going to get that. But I feel if they play this 11, then they'd have the batting and they'd have the bowling to get the job done. I think this is the 11 that they should go with. And if they win the toss, yes, they won the previous matches when chasing, but I feel they should bat first here. And now for Pakistan, I've gone at Sahibzada Farhan, Saeed Mayub, Salman Agha, Khwaja Nafi, Mohammad Nawaz, Usman Khan, Shadab Khan, Fahim Ashraf, Salman Mirza, Abrar Ahmed, Usman Tariq. On the bench, I've left out some relatively bigger names in the modern setup in Pakistan cricket. And if you want to play those names, I feel you have to compromise on the ideal team combination. I don't think it's the correct thing to do. Shaheen Afridi, whichever pitch he's been bowling on, he's gone for 40 runs in 4 overs. Naseem Shah, they've been leaving him out since the previous Asia Cup. He's only returned now. Fakhar Zaman, they've been leaving him out as well. Babar Azam, they've been playing in a number 4. According to me, he does not fit into this team. Khwaja Nafi is a very good player, so this is the one I should go with. I feel when playing on the slow services that don't have much true bounce, this batting lineup, it suits these kind of services, but if you get 170, you'd have a good chance of winning the match. And the one part where I feel they have to manage is the power play bowling with this 11. Since there's not another frontline seamer included, Salman Mirza, Fahim Ashraf, and Saeed Mayub, India may be able to get a start in that case. Salman Mirza is a very good bowler, but he's not played many matches. So that's the one thing they have to look out for. But then they've got the spinners where Abrar Ahmed, Usman Tariq, Shadab Khan, Saeed Mayub, and Mohammad Nawaz. Now, there's been a lot of talk about Usman Tariq. First of all, he doesn't chuck, he has a legal action. Secondly, I feel if you're looking at the hierarchy of the players who would be the most threatening spinner, I would not put Usman Tariq at first place because watching him bowl, it's where he usually bowls slow through the air. He doesn't turn the ball as much. I feel he has less of a control in terms of choosing the trajectory and the pace because he pauses. Then Abrar Ahmed, I feel there'll be more deception involved when facing Abrar Ahmed than when facing Usman Tariq. Usman Tariq could play on your ego. So I would place him third on the list. I'd say Abrar Ahmed, Shadab Khan, Usman Tariq. Mohammad Nawaz is a good bowler, but I don't think India batsmen will struggle against him. And Saeed Mayub, I think they would use him to a certain extent. He's not a bad bowler, so I think this is how they'd go. And I think this is the combination that they should go with. If they win the toss, they've got to look to bat first. And now looking at the edge. At this venue, 55 for 1 in 6 overs, giving it's a slow condition. You've got to score a lot of runs in the power play. Which team will get to that mark for India? Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Tilak Parma, Suryakumar Yadav. For Pakistan, Sahibzada Farhan, Saeed Mayub, Salman Agha, and Khwaja Nafi. In spite of the personnel, I'd say this is equal because Suryakumar Yadav prefers to bat on services with true bounce. That's not the case here. Abhishek Sharma just returning. So because of that, India have got the personnel where you've been accustomed to seeing them do what they do. But I feel Pakistan batsmen are also playing well. Sahibzada Farhan is playing well. Saeed Mayub is now returning back to where he was. Salman Agha is playing well. Khwaja Nafi is a very good player. So I feel India, have the better resources comparing the 2 11s in the power play to bowl in the power play. But I'd say the batting in the power play, I'd say it's equal. And then the middle of the phase, 5, 6, 7, Hardik Pandya, Shivam Dubey, Akshar Patel. For Pakistan, you got Mohammad Nawaz, Usman Khan, Shadab Khan. And what I'd say is, India's batting lineup looks better, but I feel on this surface, the Pakistan lineup, they prefer to play in this 170 service with not much of a true bounce than India would do. And so I'd still say as a collective, if you're considering the setting the innings up, Pakistan may slightly hold the edge because India would prefer batting on a service with a truer bounce, but India still have a good lineup. And now you're looking at the power play bowling. India have got Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya, and Washington Sundar. Pakistan, this is the one phase where I feel they have to manage a bit. You've got Salman Mirza, Fahim Ashraf, and Saeed Mayub. I think they have to manage a bit in that space. I've given India the edge there. And then the spin. India have got Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarti, Akshar Patel, and Washington Sundar. Pakistan have got Usman Tariq, Abrar Ahmed, Shadab Khan, Mohammad Nawaz, Saeed Mayub. Because of how well Varun Chakravarti is bowling and Pakistan, they're not bad players to spin, but when facing Kuldeep Yadav and Varun Chakravarti in Dubai, they struggled. In this case, that have more assistance, I feel, so I have to see how that goes. I've given India the spin edge, at Pakistan has still got a very good spin bowling attack. So I feel in terms of the edge, before I was thinking, I was tempted to give Pakistan the edge. I'd say looking at these 2 11s, 51-49 to India with Pakistan will not be easy to beat in Colombo. Let's see what happens. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Share with your friends. This is my opinion. What's yours?